Hello, my name is Baldy Shorts, and welcome back to Dream Daddy. So we just got onto that dad website, so let's continue. Dad book, here we go. So yes, we just got to dad book, so let's pick a dad. Let's see. I haven't seen anything with Joseph. Like, I've seen streamers play this game. I haven't seen anyone do anything with Joseph, so I want to see what happens if you go with Joseph. Okay, Joseph Christensen, voted Maple Bay's #1 youth minister for 5 years running, living in my hometown with my beautiful wife and our 4 amazing kids. If I'm not in church, you can catch me out in the open water, setting sail on the seas of adventure. I love playing guitar and crushing my kids at Candyland. On Friday night, you are most likely to lead the community in a fun mixer. If you had one thing to take with you to a desert island, what would it be? My 6-string. What are your turn-ons? My loving wife. What did you want to be when you grew up? A ship captain. What's your favorite movie genre? Feel-good movies. What's your ideal date? Lovely night on the town with my wife. He mentions his wife quite a bit. What do you never leave home without? A good book. I spend a lot of time thinking about how I can be a better man, husband, and father. I'm going to message him. Let's see what happens. He's not my ideal choice, and I know I'm not going to end with him. I just want to see what happens. Sleep is important. Make sure you're getting enough. I don't do that ever. His family's a little weird, but Joseph seems cool. I should take him up on his offer to hang out. Wait, how do I hang out with a priest? I don't go to church. Should I be Jesus-y? I imagine Joseph's family staring at me as I fumble through some sort of prayer attempt. Maybe not too Jesus-y, a light smattering of Jesus. Will he want me to pray? Is he going to pray at me? Do I have to pray at him? Talking to Joseph, huh? Gah! Amanda, how many times have I told you not to sneak up on me like that? I selectively ignore every time you do, Pops. Her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she's been crying. Oh, hey, are you doing okay there, kiddo? Oh, of course, I'm fine. I just started thinking about how there are a bunch of people who still don't think aliens exist, and it's bumming me out. Like, space is so infinitely huge, just because you can't conceive it doesn't mean it can't exist. And I understand the Fermi paradox, but to completely write off aliens, there's so much stuff we just don't know. I'll be okay. I'm glad. But aliens are definitely out there, and I hope that they'll one day be my friend. Are you sure that's all you're upset about? You have to tell me what's actually wrong. Remember how you used to be afraid of aliens? Are you sure that's all? If there's, anything going on, I just want you to know that I'm here for you, and I'll always be here for you. Whether you need a shoulder to cry on or a strong dad to go kick someone's butt, I'm only a phone call away. Thanks, Popsicle. I appreciate that. But I'm fine, really. I'm unconvinced, but I'll stop badgering her about it. I'm sure she'll tell me when she's ready. Amanda looks over my shoulder at the screen. Joseph can't read your mind, If you want to talk, just message him. But I've never been friends with the priest before. What do I talk about? My favorite Bible passages, ice cream socials, kayaks? Or khakis. That says khakis. First of all, he's a youth minister with a tattoo, not a priest. There's a difference?
Aww.
You're overthinking it, Dad. Listen, just put it like this. Hello, neighbor. Thanks again for the invite to the barbecue. I'd love to hang out soon if you're not too busy. Isn't that a little too business casual? Fine. Give me the keyboard. I got this. Amanda focuses on the keys. Hi, Joseph. It was great meeting you and your family. I'm still new around here, so if you'd like, I'd love to hang out and get to know you. See ya! The smiley face is a nice touch. Almost immediately, I receive a response. What is he doing? Just hanging out on Dadbuck? What do you say? Hi, Baldy. If you're not doing anything in a bit, the kids and I are baking treats for the church bake sale today, and we'd love to have you over. It'd be a blast, so let me know. Joseph. He used a lot of exclamation points. He uses a lot of exclamation points. I'm more concerned about him signing his name with a tilde? I'm willing to let it slide this time. I respond back. Sounds like fun, Valdi. Well, I guess I'm doing this. Save a brownie for me? Promise you won't sneak up on me anymore? Amanda stares at me, unblinking. I don't make promises I can't keep. Real to a fault, Pops. And Dad, please don't be weird about the religion thing. Me? Weird? Never. I make the short walk over to Joseph's place. Don't be weird, Valdi. But what if they hang up a bunch of crosses or collect those little porcelain babies? What if they're all praying? Do they pray before dinner, during dinner, over the porcelain babies? The door begins to creak open, a shadowy figure obscured on the other side. Who's there? Valdi? The door opens the rest of the way. It's Joseph's eldest. What's his name? Hey, Chris. Hi again, I'm Valdi. I know what your name is. Oh yeah, we met at the barbecue. How's the, Please don't say it. Jesus? How's the Jesus? Chris blinks slowly. Maybe he didn't hear that. You're weird. Is your dad... Before I finish, Chris walks into an adjacent room, leaving me in the front of the open doorway. Home? This was a great first impression. For a moment, I wonder if I should just go in, further subjecting Joseph's family to my winning attitude and artful charisma. Mercifully, Joseph, he peeks his head around the corner.
Oh.
Valdi, you made it! Joseph approaches with his arms wide. I'm so glad you can come by. Are you ready to bake? I am not. I am as ready as I'll ever be. That's the kind of semi-confidence I like to see in the baking assistant. Come on in. Joseph leads me into a bright, spacious home full of nautical knickknacks. This wasn't what I imagined at all. It's pretty charming. It's actually pretty charming.
Hey?
I believe you met Chris, who left you outside. Chris? Are you going to apologize? Oh, right. Sorry. I try to make eye contact with Chris, but he keeps looking away. He must be really shy. It's alright. Next time, just be a little bit more inviting to our guests, okay? Sure. Chris seems to relish the chance to escape the conversation and quickly vanishes into his room. Joseph turns to me apologetically. Don't take it personally. Chris likes to keep to himself. I mean, we didn't start off the best foot in the world. Plus, being the eldest in a big family can't be easy. We try to cut him a little slack where we can. Ah, and there are the twins, Christian and Christy. Say hello to Valdi. Hello, Father. Hello, Valdi.
Oh.
Kids, come on, dial back on the creepy twin shtick. Creepy twin shtick? Egg them on. We should get to baking. I'm gonna egg them on. Can you two say, come play with us, Danny? Oh no. The twins stare up in an unblinking unison. Come play with us, Danny.
Oh.
Joseph covers his mouth and looks away, but he's clearly holding back a big laugh. This is it. This is my Dad World Series. Okay, now say, please help us, Mothra. Please help us, Mothra. No, I can't take it. Joseph is trying his best not to break in front of the kids. The twins seem to be catching on and look eager to bust their dad. But can we keep it up? Go with something creepy. Go with something obscure. Go with something creepy. Now say they all float down here. They all float down here, Father. Joseph can't take it anymore. Despite his quite protestations, he's laughing pretty hard into his hand, and the kids giggle with him. Oh, that's really sweet. That's really sweet. The twins, obviously pleased with the new arsenal of spooky weapons, leave the room to terrorize the rest of the community. My work here is done.
Hey.
I'm going to be hearing those lines for weeks. Next time we hang out, I'll try to teach them some lines from the thing.
Oh.
Alright, so it looks like we've got a bit of a troublemaker on our hands. You think you can out-trouble a career pro? I don't know about that. I'm suddenly interrupted by a loud crash from the kitchen. What now? That doesn't sound good. Christy? No one responds. Joseph furrows his brow and motions for me to stay where I am. Wait here a minute. Joseph rushes into the kitchen. I remember this with Amanda. Half of fatherhood is trying to keep your kids from finding creative ways to kill themselves, and he's got 4. Talk about worry. I take a seat on a surprisingly pristine couch and twiddle my thumbs. Examine bookshelf, examine coffee table, examine floor, head to the kitchen. I'm going to examine the bookshelf. It's a pretty sturdy wooden bookshelf. It looks handmade. Did Joseph build this? There's a big stack of what looks like travel magazines, Hyenas of the Serengeti, The Underwater Mysteries of the Antarctic, and on and on. It seems like Joseph really loves a good adventure, unless this is a Mary thing. Who knows? Next to them are a couple of different Bibles. Looks like he's covering all of the Bible bases. King James, New American Standards, the Bible for teens. He is a cool youth minister after all. On a higher shelf, there are a bunch of old romance novels. Judging by the wine stains, these must be Mary's. The newest one looks like Hot Body Johnson, Sex Detective. I want to be the sex detective. The 8th installment in, what, is this a series? Examine coffee table. There's a couple of cool knickknacks on the coffee table in front of me. Hey, a cross. Hey, another cross. This one looks a little different. And a third cross. Unified design aesthetic, smart choices. There's also a brass thing here. It looks like something a sailor would use to navigate with. I think they're called sextants. Sex. Examine floor. Well, you have this many kids, things are bound to end up on the floor, no matter how hard you try to keep it clean. I spot a terrifying cloth doll that appears to have had both arms pulled off several times. It's been stitched back together a lot. The tag says, C+C, of course. I set that down and spot a houseplant. Hey, little guy. Keep being you, tiny houseplant. I spot one last thing on the floor next to the houseplant. It's a silver necklace. Wow, this looks expensive for something casually tossed on the floor. If there's a story here, it's none of my business. It's been a while. I guess I should go check on the kitchen to see what's up. I walk in the kitchen to find Joseph holding Christy in one arm. She seems a lot calmer than she was a minute ago. I raise an eyebrow at Joseph. The twins are a lot more manageable when they're separated. Where's Christian? He ran off. Christy dips a spoon into the brownie batter and gives it a taste. Dad, it's too sweet. Oh. You're too sweet. No, I'm not. You're so sweet we might have to water you down with spiders. No, not spiders. Joseph begins tickling Christy with his free hand. Between the laughing and the squirming, I don't know how he got a hold of her, but that girl is locked in place. The man is a professional child wrangler. Christy fixes me with her best puppy dog eyes. Save me from the spiders! Spoon duel the Spider King. Renegade operation. Spoon duel. I grab a wooden spoon and point at Joseph's direction. Unhand her, foul beast! Okay, Valdi the Valiant, let's see what you've got. You may have defeated me at the Tarantula Ridge, but now I've got the upper hand. Joseph gently puts Christine down behind him. Have you come to squash me, knight, or have you merely fallen into my web? I'm no mere fly, Spider King. Now on guard! For a minute or so, Joseph and I mock duel with the two dumbest-looking spoons in the room. Eventually, I strike a killing blow and the invisible heart between his arm and his body. And Joseph recoils in horror. Blast! I'm defeated! You can never best me, Spider King, for I have the power of... I sneak a taste from the brownie batter. The magic? Oh, man. That is way too sweet. Christy begins jumping up and down excitedly. My hero! Christy hugs my leg before making a surprisingly fast exit. Hey, wait! Do you want to bake brownies with us? Christy hesitates and shakes her head no again. Sparkle Pony. Sparkle Pony? Joseph looks confused. You don't want to bake with Dad now? You want to play with Sparkle Pony? Yes.
Oh.
Okay, go. Before Joseph can even finish his sentence, Christy is out of the door and down the hall. Ahead.
Oh.
Joseph sighs deeply as he stares into the chocolate batter. He tastes it again, face twisting, and that's still way too sweet. So what made the crash? Egg beaters on linoleum floor. It's my new techno signal. I still haven't thought of a B-side. Now we're both looking into the batter. It's got a sickly sheen of sugar and chocolate candies throughout, and I have a feeling Christy had something to do with it.
Right.
We need a fresh start. Oh, yeah, like I said, I'm not really a baker, but...
Hey.
Don't even sweat it. The bag came with instructions that have mysteriously vanished along with my daughter, so we'll probably be fine. Probably. Yeah, probably. He certainly looks confident. Alright, Baldy, you've baked a cake from a box before, once. How hard could this be? I don't like when they do the little weird moany things sometimes. Now grab a spoon and get ready to rock. Mario Batali, save me. Joseph and I set to work, cracking the eggs and mixing the things, and then pouring all of the things according to how we assumed the back of the box would tell us to. Things go according to plan, and soon enough we have a solid batch of brownies.
Oh.
Woo! Wait. Joseph have built a little dot of batter on his nose. Wow, Valdi, way to use those dad skills. I bet you baked a few box mixes in your time. His nose. Joseph?
Oh.
Well, all we have to do is bring these to the bake sale, and voila, duty done. Ahem.
Oh.
Now help me find Christy. Keep your eye out for a pony that sparkles. Joseph, hold still.
Oh.
What? Thumb in position, and got it. Joseph's eyes go wide as I gently wipe chocolate off his nose. Is he blushing? Oh, thanks. No problem. In less than a second, I've licked the batter off my finger. It's really good batter. We should find Christy. Yes, we should do that, Valdi. Joseph quickly composes himself. All right, she can't be far. You take the delta position and I'll watch your 6. Do you even know what that means?
Yeah.
Alpha Tango Sparkle. Roger. Joseph starts making his way down the hall and calls back to me. Take the brownies and the rest of this stuff I baked earlier today while I get Christy. We'll meet you out by the car.
Yeah.
Joseph, Christy, and I arrive at the church parking lot to find fold-out tables and pop-up tents already set up. Looks like the bake sale is already in full swing. Wow, this place is packed. This is packed? There are a few people milling around. Must be a value pack.
Oh.
If you can count a city's population on your fingers and toes, this counts as packed. Point. Christy rockets out of the car and into the lot. Is she running on jet fuel? I want to sell brownies. Okay, let's get set up. I want to see Mom. She's down by the other row of tables helping out with another group. Want to go over there and tell her I said hi? Mom! Christy zips off immediately. Joseph seems unconcerned. Does she always run that fast? Yeah, and I can only catch her half the time. These knees aren't what they used to be. I remember when Amanda was her age, I couldn't get her to sit still for 5 seconds. Yep, great age to deal with. While Christy is gone, Joseph and I arrange all of our baked goods on the table and settle in. So, are we allowed to eat any of our own goods?
Oh.
Look, if I don't see nothing, I don't say nothing. The man upstairs has strong feelings about snitches. Does he actually? Joseph shrugs and he eats a brownie. It looks like some of the other stalls are selling drinks, little handmade crafts, and other sweets. Whoa, someone brought a soft-serve ice cream machine. I gestured to it. How are we supposed to compete with that?
Oh.
Please, this isn't my first time at the rodeo. To the bake sale rodeo.
Oh.
There's actually no rodeo here, it's just a bake sale. I think you and I put together can make one pretty convincing argument for these brownies, don't you? Oh yeah, I hope so. Sneak another brownie to ease your fear of public interaction. I reach for another brownie to stress eat my worries away. Joseph smacks my hand before I can grab it. Focus, Baldy. Oh no, I got it. I'm not doing great. It's not long before we have our first customers. Hey, dude. Hiya. Matt, Carmesita, great to see you guys out here. Happy to support a good cause, plus you know, as the owner and proprietor of the Coffee Spoon, an establishment that specializes in baked goods, I have to scope out the competition. Joseph leans close to me. This guy knows his stuff. Stay on your toes. So what recipe did you use for these brownies? Don't say you use a box recipe. Don't say you use a box recipe. We used a box recipe. We improvised. It's just how Nona used to make. Let me tell you a story, Matt. The way they made the brownies in the old country? Yeah, that's all thanks to Grandma Shorts. Travelers from far and wide would make the pilgrimage to her sleepy little town simply to be amazed by her masterful use of chocolate. All that knowledge, all of that experience, it was passed on to me. Yeah, sure. Joseph leans over again to me. Lying is literally one of the 10 things we're trying not to do. I don't think this date's going well. All right, we'll take 2. Actually, we'll take 3. I ring them up and high-five Joseph, and our happy customers walk away. See, not so hard. You're getting mad at me for lying, but I'm not supposed to say that it's a box recipe. Yeah, I'm hot off the good feelings from the last sale. Who's next? We sell brownies to a bunch of people I don't recognize, but who clearly know Joseph. Eventually, another familiar face pops up. Valdi! It's Brian. Close enough. Can we interest you two in any of our fine sweets and treats? You sure can. I bet I could eat 10 brownies. Must resist urge to be competitive. Let the man buy his brownies. So we'll put you down for 10? Ha, better would make it just 2. 1 for me and 1 for Daisy. Coming right up. You excited for a youth group movie tonight, Daisy? Yeah, what's the movie? It's a surprise. Joseph leans over to me. It's the Fast and the Furious. Really? If you think about it, there's some heavy religious undertones. Joseph hands a baggie to Daisy. I made sure to give you guys the edges. Clearly the superior part of the brownie topography. Thanks, Joseph. Our 2 customers walk off with their purchases. Joseph and I survey our stock. These are selling pretty hot. At this rate, we'll have enough money to pay for a new paint job on the church pews in no time. Wait, what happened to the pews? Ernest spray painted his rapper alias onto them. Young Steinbeck. I would have gone for young man and the sea, but I can respect that. Speaking in ministerial terms, Ernest is hard to reach. In father terms, Ernest is kind of a turd. Being a cool youth minister seems like a lot of work. It is, but it's worth it. Although, sometimes I wish that you could be a gay man. Just an openly gay man. Never mind. What? It's kind of silly, but do you ever wish you could just drop everything and go lounge around on a beach somewhere in the tropics, drink fruity blended beverages, fall asleep in a hammock, basically live out a Jimmy Buffett song? Joseph. I think about this every single day of my life. My dream is to live in Margaritaville. One day, my friend, one day we'll be on island time. We make a couple more sales to some more church patrons. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Off in the distance, I spot my old buddy Craig. Craig! He's going to be a hard sell. Craig's a fitness man. I think he comes to these bake sales to test himself, to see if he has the resolve to refuse processed sugar. Are you sure you're ready for this? We go way back. I got this. Craig jogs up to our table with Briar, Hazel, in tow. They're each finishing an ice cream cone, so it's unlikely they're going to sell them on brownies, too. Probably won't be able to sell to the baby. She's impossible to read. It all comes down to Craig. Hey, bros. Hi, Uncle Joseph. Hi, Amanda's dad. Would you be interested in one of our delicious homemade brownies? I don't know. Remember that one time? You can't spell diet without die. Tempt him. Remember that one time? Hey, Craig, when we were freshmen, remember how our next-door neighbors pranked us by switching all of our laundry detergent with dish soap, and how the washing machine exploded with suds? And then we decided to get them back by baking brownies for them, but sprinkling high-intensity hot sauce into the mix, and then we watched them cry after eating it? I would feel bad, but we had to clean up the laundry room ourselves. Anyway, these brownies are like that, but without the hot sauce. Maybe you should get one more, for old time's sake. Craig thinks for a second. Well, the girls just won a game. You know what? We'll take one for each of us.
Yeah.
Even River?
Oh.
I'll eat hers. You've got yourself a deal. Yes, I got the eggplants. I got the eggplants. You've got yourself a deal. The day winds down and we're pretty much out of items to sell. Everyone starts packing up. Christy eventually comes back and immediately falls asleep in Joseph's folding chair. Boxed mix, huh? Mary saunters up to us. She looks like she'd rather be anywhere else but here. Oh, hi, honey. Yep, they're selling like hotcakes, which is, actually, they're just brownies. Cute.
Oh.
And boring and safe. Hey, Mary. Mary's eyes dart over to me. What's the rookie doing here?
Oh.
I was just hoping to introduce Valdi to the rest of the community. Uh-huh. You get a load of this freak show? What? Weird folk is all. Holier than thou types.
Hey.
Don't you think, Valdi? Mary.
Come on.
Let the kid answer the question. They seem nice. They're kind of weird. Shove a brownie in your mouth so you can't talk. They all seem like they're really excited to help out the church. That's pretty cool, I guess. Mary, can we talk about this later? Oh, am I embarrassing you in front of your new friend? Joseph doesn't respond, trying his hardest to keep his cool. Can we please talk about this later?
Oh my god.
Sure thing, honey bear. Mary turns her attention to me. Hand over the cash. Jesus, I'm not trying to rob you. I'm in charge of the funds here. I hand over the cash we've made. It feels like a pretty hefty wad, if I may say so myself. Thanks. Now give me your wallet. What?
Hey.
Give me your wallet. You think this church is going to fix itself? Mary. I'm kidding. Sorry, I'll work on the whole pretending to be happy thing. Mary leans in and whispers to me. He's really good at it. Oh. This is so sad. Oh my god. I got the eggplants and it all went down from here. Mary walks off without saying goodbye. Yeesh. I'm really sorry about that. Are you okay? What's her deal? Brownies fix everything. Are you okay? She really likes pushing your buttons, huh? Joseph shrugs. No marriage is perfect. You ready to head out? Joseph and I load the folding chairs back into my car. Christy nods off in the moment Joseph straps her into the car seat. I drop Joseph off in the front of his house. A small yawn sneaks out of me. Looks like I tuckered you out, huh? I'm a sleepy dad. I think I might finally be crashing from all the sugar. I won't keep you then. Thanks for helping out today. Happy to do it. Also happy to eat brownies. Well, next time I promise we'll do something a bit more exciting, a bit less free labor, and I'm very sorry about the whole thing with Mary. You shouldn't have had to see that. It's fine, really. I know, but first hangout domestic problems aren't a good look. You barely know me. Let me make it up to you next time. It won't be Margaritaville, but we'll do something fun. Promise. I smile. I'd like that. Oh, and one last thing. Joseph tosses a cling-wrap brownie through the window. It hits me in the face, but I'm able to catch it. It's the last one. You earned it. Joseph, please don't leave me alone with this brownie. Nope, too late. I'm already walking away. But bye! Joseph walks up to his home. He waves at me before carrying Christy inside. Well, looks like it's just you and me, brownie. Eat the brownie now, save the brownie for later. I pocket the brownie. This might come in handy down the road. That was really sad. That was really sad. I step inside to find Amanda doing homework on the couch. Hey, Father Unit. Hi, child that I'm required by law to take care of. How's homework? It's really fun and educational. Really? How How long have you known me for? Right. How was the bake sale? Good. I think I really could have made a good life for myself as a brownie salesman. Glad to hear it. So what? Were there any extra brownies, or did you maybe sneak one for... I think for a moment realized that I still have the brownie that Joseph gave me. This would probably do better in someone else's stomach than mine. Heads up! Wait! I hurl the brownie towards Amanda. It hits the wall behind her and falls to the ground. Nice throw. She scoops it up and smiles at me. Thanks, Pops. Hey, if you're not going to bed anytime soon, would you be game for some real shark hunters of Orange County? I thought the last hunter got eaten by a shark. He did. I sit down next to her and cozy up with a blanket. Awesome. Use your hips when throwing. I got an A. Okay. I would have liked to have gotten S, but I did get a bunch of black smoke, so that's, probably my fault. What do you do when you... Okay. So I'm going to leave it there. I wanted to thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed that video, please leave it on the like below. If you would like to see more of my content, please subscribe. And if there's any games you'd like to see me play, please leave it in a comment below. Please remember that you are valid, I care about you, and I can't wait to hang out with you in the next game. Bye-bye!